Germination, 4-mana spell. Summon a copy of a friendly minion. Give the copy taunt. Myself, I said this is a 4, and actually so did Crackwack. We both rated this a 4. I think there's going to be some uses for this that people are underestimating. I personally even like this just on like end of turn effects or something strong. If you're doing some sort of like Malygos Druid, summon a copy of Malygos and then go crazy. I don't know. I think there's going to be some uses for this.
I think it's possible. I give it a 2 because I think people will try it. I don't know if it'll necessarily fit. They do have they don't have Floop anymore, so that's a little worrisome for trying to do like Malygos stuff. But there is like still ways to discount the card. So this people usually figure out a way to make Malygos work one way or another.
I think it's definitely going to be more powerful in Wild for sure. It's going to have some outrageous uses in Wild.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. I forget about Wild too often.
I give it a 1. I'm not a fan of 4-mana cards that, if you don't have board, are completely worthless in your hand and are dead. So, yeah.
That's fair.
But I could see if somebody comes up with some crazy combo, you can definitely play that, but I don't see it right now. And other than that, I think it's not being played.
Yeah, it's cool. I just don't see a place for it yet. And honestly, I'll be honest, I have less than 10 wins on Druid. I've never played Druid, so I'm not going to give a lot of opinion on it because I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
Take that with a grain of salt.
I don't play a lot of Druid either.
Well, perfect. On that note, let's move on to the next Druid card here. 9 mana, 5/5. Your spells cost 1. Let's see. I don't know. I gave this a 1. And Crackwack gave it a 3. He likes it a lot more than I did. I don't know. Maybe there can be some sort of combo stuff with this. But I don't know. I don't like it.
Ooh, this card's good. I don't know. This card's kind of really good. That's a lot of mana cheating. I don't know. Any card that's gonna cheat a bunch of mana, I'm gonna call it good. I don't even have to know the combo myself. But I feel like in Quest Druid, if you just play this card on 10 and then you Nourish, you draw 3 cards, you have 3 mana, and now you can play like Hidden Oasis. You can play Starfall. You can play Swipe. You can play all those cards and just cheat like 15 mana immediately.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of just like Kelthar, but worse. So I feel like you don't play it, so that's why I give it a 1. But there might be some crazy thing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know all the combos, but I gave this card a 4 because it's going to get there. Somebody's going to figure it out, and it's going to be broken.
Okay. Christine?
Like I said, I saw someone else trying to make a deck with this, and I think the biggest problem it had was that Druid doesn't have a lot of insanely expensive spells. When they were going through it, they're like, oh, this, like, was it Overflow? Is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
You draw a lot of cards. There's not a lot of insanely powerful high cards. Most of them are kind of cheaper, and you could have already played them. That's just what I saw someone else trying to make this deck work.
Yeah, I feel like
it was like Symmetry, Overflow, Nourish. Yeah,
I think if you don't have Nourish, this is just like pretty worthless.
No, I think this is good. No.
We'll see.
It's okay.
I hope so.
It's okay.
I hope someone does something crazy with it.
Well, I think some of us scored it badly and some of us scored us highly, so some of us are bound to be right.
Some of us.
I'm going to do something crazy with it. Just you wait.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. Marsh Hydra, a 7-mana 7/7 beast with Rush. After this attacks, add a random 8-cost minion to your hand. Let's see here. I gave this both Cracklock and I gave this a 4. I think there's going to be some use out of this, and I feel like you can... The thing, too, that Crackwack pointed out was the big thing. It just says after this attacks. So if you get it to live, which maybe that's, harder said than done, or harder done than said, whatever the phrase is, you can get a lot of value out of this. And Crackwack also said, like, if you land this on 7, it at least fills in your curve because you get an 8 cost minion.
I don't know. I can do better things in Druid with 7 mana.
I think if you're playing, yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't think this card does enough.
I don't
Like in
know.
theory,
This
it's
could
awesome
go in-
because it's like
really whiff
like-
on 8 mana too.
it's like
this could go
insta
in
curve.
Biggin right now. It could go in Biggin if you pull it off your quest where you spend 10 mana on minions. Pull it off that, a 7/7 with Rush. I think it's ready for Biggin. But that's the only place.
If you're playing a big and Druid, though, don't you want to be playing like you're in big minions rather than some like mage drop?
Yeah, you don't want like a random 8 drop. You want some beefy minion that you drew out of your deck.
Yeah, you're already playing the good cards. No reason to get some garbage 8 cost.
Okay.
Interesting.
But you never know.
All right, so this is another one where some of us are bound to be right. We'll see. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. Oh, wait, is that right? Okay, Archspore Mischiffin. And somehow, I think I skipped Fungal Fortunes. Awesome. Okay, fantastic. I knew I was bound to miss one.
It's okay. Not a great card.
Yeah. If anybody
no,
wants to
he's
pull
fine.
that one up, we can at least read it off. But let's go ahead and just get to this Archspore Mischiffin. 3 mana, 3/4 taunt, death rattle, shuffle Mischiffin Prime into your deck. And I do have that one. Let me pull it up here. That is a 10 mana, 9/9 taunt. Choose one, summon a 9/9 Fungal Giant with taunt, or you summon a 9/9 Fungal Giant with rush. So
Right, can I say that my rating is pending? Like I gave it a 3, but that is pending what happens if you play this while the quest is completed, like the Prime version. Like if you summon both, then it's like a 3. But if you just summon one taunt rush dude, it's like a 2.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just you get both. You get a single 9/9 with taunt and rush.
Yeah. They did confirm
Let me go change my rating.
I feel like it's not bad. It's like a 3 mana, 3/4 taunts. It's okay. Not too happy about playing it. And then the reward is pretty powerful. So I feel like it's playable. So 3.
3 mana, 3/4 is pretty on par for stat wise for 3 mana.
Okay.
The taunt at that point is just kind of a bonus, I suppose. It's really the late game that you want for this card.
Anything else before we move on?
I don't think it's anything spectacular.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have a strong opinion on it. I mean, I guess it could go on Quest Druid.
There's like
Yeah.
too many, so many cards that would want to go on Quest Druid.
Yeah, Quest Druid has a few slots that people like to change for personal preference, which aren't a lot of decks nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Like that and
Very-
Warrior.
You got to replace War Druid Lodies.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And Floop is leaving, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that too.
We have Germination. Nobody worry.
Yeah.
Bloop.
All right. Well, let's
You're
go
gonna
ahead
step up.
and move on here to, I believe this should be the last card. Yes. So we have Imprisoned Satyr, a 3 mana, 3/3 demon. Dormant for 2 turns. When this awakens, reduce the cost of a random minion in your hand by 5. Let's see. I gave this a 3. Crackback gave it a 4. He liked it a lot. I think it's playable. I'm not really high on the dormant cards. So honestly, even giving any of the dormant cards like a 3 is pretty good from my standard. But I don't know. I see it being played if somebody can do like some sort of Malygos type deck. which in the past, like the Malygos type decks weren't playing very many minions anyways. You played a few things that like reduced your other minions in your hand or whatever. So this kind of fits with that, I think. But outside of that, I don't know if it's going to be great.
I like this card. Any like
I think it's a
4-mana
combo
Malygos
enabler.
is dangerous. Yeah. Especially, oh wait, didn't Juicy Psych Melon leave though?
Yep.
You said no?
No, I think it does leave. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's worse. All right, it's worse. But if you can figure it out, it's got some. There are some applications on reducing a minion by 5. That's like really good.
Wait, let me check. Yeah, Juicy Psych Melon's from Boomsday, so it's gone.
I gave this one a 2. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it is going to be a niche kind of card. Somebody might find a good combo for this, but that I think really that's all it is a combo enabler. Outside of any kind of combo deck, I don't think it's going to see any play whatsoever.
I agree. I think you only play it in combo. But if there's a combo deck, this one's going to be pretty good.
It's gonna be pretty good.
You can pretty easily line this what you want because you have 2 turns to like dump the other ones out of your hand.
Yeah, and the fact that it triggers before draw is pretty important too. So you're able to set it up. You're able to target a specific minion in your hand, and you can play it before you draw that minion if you're in a dire situation and you need to go off within a couple turns.
Yeah.
I mean, the quickest thing you could play is a 6-cost minion, right? Because it's turn 5, reduce it by 5. So the quickest turn you could play something is turn 6. I don't know if it's powerful enough, you know? I don't know. It's a combo card.
Yeah. I don't think you're probably played on 3. You probably just save it in combo at the end of the near the end of the game. You're 2 turns away from combo finish. I think it'll be good then, but probably not in 3, like you said.
All right.
Can Embiggen use this card, or is it too slow? Oh, it's too slow for Embiggen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also a 3-mana 3/3. So.
All right. That concludes Druid. Whew.